Good morning, everyone. This is Anne from Odulcina. I'm coming back today with this project that I started, that little houses, ephemera holder, I could say, but this is meant to be notes related to the house, projects, or how something works, to start the generator or whatsoever. So I grabbed a pile of my scraps to decorate, and I'm thinking I might use this lace here from Crafty Me Shop with maybe a cheesecloth for here. So I'm gonna start with that. I don't really have to decorate anything on the top because the houses are decorated and this is kind of already decorated, but I have an idea for the bottom here. So let me zoom so you can see well. Now that you've saw my setup, I'll try to stay on frame. I'll remove that for now, and now I want to decorate this maybe here and those. So I was thinking maybe I want to do a little bit of cheesecloth and this flower. I love that flower. This one is my favorite from Crafty Me Shop, but I have it on the house already. So is it too much or not? I think this one was cute too, so I'll try to work with that one. So I'll just go with something smaller for the cheesecloth. Damage it. So far, I thought my videos would be shorter than that, but it seems like I cannot really do something short and sweet. I guess it depends the project, right? So, but the video from yesterday or 2 days ago, was very longer than expected. When I finished it, I thought it was like a 15 minutes, but no, it was half an hour video. Did you watch the whole thing? It's always the thing. Do we have time for that, eh? Oh, look at me. I go back to my favorite. I always cut and trim because they come in a row like that. So I separate them and then I trim the connections. But I want to really try with that and maybe add a tiny little bow. It makes me think about tulip. Is it that in English? I guess so. The spring flowers. Because look at that. Is it cute? And then I add something here. Not sure. I won't go into the pink because those houses are pretty green and tone on tone. So I've used a piece of the fancy yarn, and instead of using it as a whole, as you can see, there's a length for that one that is different than this one, because I've been using them individually. So if you want to do that, you kind of cut a little, maybe 1 meter or half a meter, and then you can play along with just whatever you want. So I'm going to grab those two here. And even that one is longer, so I'll fold it into two. So I'll have two little yarns like that, and this one that has like tiny bows. And this way, the bow won't be very bulky and will still be, oh, look at that. This is just perfect. It is. It's all tone on tone, but at least it gives dimension to the whole project. And this is very cute. So Maybe I should glue the flower first. Oh, I grabbed some of the, oh boy, look at that, this glue. This is what happened when you do the opening just too big. I was kind of tired of fighting because when the glue is new, it's really, really liquid. But when it gets older, it's getting hard because the glue is more gluey. Now, I want to add some papers there and decorate those little pads, notepads, scrappy pads. I'm thinking, because before turning the camera on, I kind of brought with me some possibilities, because otherwise you would just lose the 15 minutes of me trying to find. And I'm thinking I'm going to use those papers from Back in Time. And it's the same, look at that. It's the same, well, of course, on fabric it doesn't print the colors exactly like it is, but that would make it more complete, I think. So, and I love those little scotch tape. So let me do that. I might cut the video so you don't lose too much time watching. But what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna tear and see what more I need to remove. So if I place it like that, I need to remove some here and come this way. It doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, I can see some of the file folder. Well, it's not a file folder, this cardstock. And it can go a little bit more. There's too much here, so I'm gonna remove it this way. I'm really better with my left hand to pull towards the table, definitively. That looks good, so maybe just here now. So really there's no specific technique for doing that kind of stuff. You start with a bigger piece and you reduce it to your best. And anyway, we're not aiming for perfection. We like it to have some folds and some curves and some defaults, so all good. It's a question of layering, and because of the layers, we can see all those different papers, and that's what we love. So let me put some glue. Now with those videos, you don't have the speedy mode. You have to watch me putting the glue everywhere. That's it, because the goal of these morning videos is that I'm not doing any editing. Because you understand, right, that if I do an editing and the video at the end that you see is 30 minutes, let's say. Well, it probably started at 50 some minutes and I had to watch every single seconds of it. And sometimes when I want to cut, I need to remove a portion of it or to accelerate it, that kind of stuff. I need to listen 2-3 times a little portion. So really, like if I produce a video of 30 minutes, it probably took me an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes I need to include pictures just to make it more detailed or interesting to watch. Or sometimes I want to add a reference, let's say the name of the paper kit that I used. So yeah, it can take easily more than an hour for a video that is less than 30 minutes. So the goal of these morning videos is that I'm not doing any editing unless I really need to cut my video because I get a delivery or my husband or a kid is asking me a question. But then I just stop and then I restart the video. I love it so far. It kind of gives me a mental break that I can do errors. The project doesn't need to be perfect or completed. I can just have fun, play with something, and we move on. So probably this morning, this video, I might just cut it and come back when I'm done and show you the end result. Look at that, what a difference, right? Compared to before, and I just added papers. So now if I put back the little booklets, it is already so better. Right. This one, I don't think I'm gonna even add something. I love the gold. I love the black and white side and all the paper. It's already 3D embossed. I love it. But those, yeah, they need a little something. And then, okay, so I'll do that quickly and I'll glue my little houses, and that's it. You're gonna have the whole thing decorated. What can I grab? You don't see the table for sure. All of my choices. This is interesting. Let me try with that. Because I need to, it feels like I need to hurry. So you don't waste any time to watch me juggling with different choices. This, I like it. Put some glue. And I need to add something more. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit so you see better. Okay. There's some pink there, but there's not a lot of pink anywhere else, so I'll stick with not adding too much pink. What about if I put a paper flower? Hey, why not? I'll just put the ink on the side. I couldn't see myself fussy cutting those flowers perfectly like a Cricut machine. If you're a bit techie, I highly recommend you the Cricut machine. Honestly, it's a lifesaver. Look at that. I love it. This one is done. Because I don't want it to be too bulky because this needs to close. So this. Maybe a measurement tape. You know, we need to measure all the time in the house. Why not? I love it. Okay, I'll just cut there. Damage it a little bit. glue it down here, and then I just need a tiny bit of lace that would be interesting. Could this be interesting? I don't like the yellow here. Maybe the same direction. Yeah. Really, really simple. I should damage the sides here. There you go. Okay, I've been working on a project for crazy quilting and embroideries. I did a series 2 years ago already where I showed you different embroidery stitches like the French knot and the, I don't even recall, some roses and some leaves and some daisies and that kind of stuff, how to do the embroideries. And we were doing little projects like snippets and everything. Now I want to do crazy quilting borders because I want to use that too in my junk journals. So stay tuned. Every Sunday morning there's going to be a video for that playlist related to crazy quilting. And I know it's not related to junk journals, so that's why there's going to be only one video per week for a certain period of time. And it's another subject, but I find that if we love papers and laces and that kind of stuff, you probably will love crazy quilting. So my first video will be this Sunday, this coming Sunday of next week. And you'll be able to get an idea of what is crazy quilting and discover that with me. Slowly by slowly, like one idea of stitches per week. We just go slowly. But at the end of the year, like we have a nice project and we know how it works. That's the goal. So I'm gluing my little houses, and this one I need to leave some space with no glue. And that would be it. This project didn't take that much time. The difficult part is always to get the idea or to find our material, like which paper we're gonna use. Because sometimes we have an idea, but we don't necessarily have the same papers, or we want to modify a little bit the style. Look at that. We have this. I leave it like that. Maybe I can add a little something. You know, I have a couple of all numbers and little notes. Maybe if I can just find one that's cute, I can just add a little detail, just to add more. Let me pull that aside. And where is the best? somewhere here. When you have everything already prepared, like all of your labels pre-cut, it's easy to find. And then when we open, we have the booklets in the pocket. I can add more here, but I'm gonna leave it because it's already bulky a bit because of that here. The flower and the booklets. And now I just need to maybe do a closure, and I thought maybe I could use some polka dot sari silk. This is the olive green. So olive green, which is this, or brown chocolate. I think I'll go with chocolate. Really? Chocolate. I love brown. So often I'm in the light colors and really shabby chic, like soft pink, so I don't work a lot with brown, but the brown will go so well with everything that is more like maybe not necessarily a pure shabby chic style, but vintage, grungy, shabby chic. Look at that. This can be trimmed a little bit. Here you go. Maybe these here are a little bit too long. The little bow inside, so I don't mind if it is peeking out, but not too much. Here you go. It's gonna go on my side table as a decoration and as a useful place to add notes and lists and kinds of stuff related to the house. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.